Right, onwards. Did you press record? Hello to everyone and Arthur Scurrow.
I think your eating smells really nice.
We got one.
What is it?
What's he got?
Oh no, I've left me bag.
Ah.
Anyway, hello.
This doesn't come in smell-o-vision. But if it did,
It's very tropical.
It's iced tea menthol.
Iced tea. It's like one of my favourite things
I
as
like it.
well.
Do you know what else is one of my favourite things? Wrestling! Let's go, we're back. Well, we've already been back, but now we're back to United.
Well, you haven't been back though.
well, he was back a bit, but now he's back.
I was back in the last two,
Okay.
and now I'm back again.
Okay.
Going forward. United Wrestling. It's been a while.
Yes.
Yeah. 2 months in some cases, and just over a month in other cases. So we've got a bit of a roundup to do
Yeah.
on the year end at United and looking ahead to the first show of the year, which is called...
No, I can't remember.
You can't remember, that's good
Broken
news.
hearts and broken parts.
Close enough.
Something like that.
Something like that.
But my brain doesn't work anymore.
Oh.
I don't know.
New year, new you. No brain.
No
I
brain.
think it's the you need your Scotty fix. Get it back on top.
Right, we're building up to the Scotty section, so we best get rid of some other stuff first. Should we do a ding ding?
Ding, ding. No, it was ding, ding, ding.
Oh,
Oh.
ding, 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 ding. All the dings. Do you know, Finn said to me today, you know when you knock on someone's door and then run away?
Yeah,
Right, what did you call that when you were a kid?
well,
It's
God,
controversial.
annoying. But
Yes.
yes, knock down Ginger.
Yes.
Yeah.
As did I.
Knock a door run.
That's because you were simple folk.
Well,
But-
it's 'cause it's a northern thing.
It's a northern thing.
They didn't have doors.
Very
Couldn't
weird.
afford a door.
Very weird up there.
It's a knock on puddle where we lived.
Yeah. You had a puddle, you were spoiled. Anyway, go on.
Finn told me today that it's called, oh shit, what was it? Ding Dong Ditch.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one.
I've heard of
I've
that.
never heard of this.
Yeah.
I was outraged. I was like,
That'd
that
be
is not what
ringing
it's called.
doorbell and running away rather than knocking on door.
And then I had to explain to my red-headed child why it was called Knockdown Ginger, and I couldn't do that.
Why is it called that?
I have no idea.
Alright.
He was like, why? Why do you have to knock down a ginger? I'm like, you don't. I don't know why it's called that. I'm not going to knock
Something
you
to do
down.
with the soul or lack thereof.
Possibly. But at least mine has one, so it's all good.
So I could ring doorbells and knock this entire thing up now.
Yeah. No.
Bollocks.
It's like when you used to get the paper bag for the dog turd and set light to it on someone's doorstep and ring
I've
the bell.
never done that though.
No, I've never seen anyone do it,
No.
but everyone says they did it.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's even real.
No.
No.
Maybe we should
Anyway, right.
Right,
do it.
so before we start and before Patty Cakes can be announced as the new host of United Wrestling,
Hang on. We're back at the Tap Social, aren't
we are back
Yeah.
at the Tap
we? Let's
Social
establish these things.
On the 23rd.
on the we are back on the 23rd, but this is way back. This is last year. This is in the last quarter of a century.
Are we at the Tap Social on the 23rd?
Yes.
Yes,
Right, okay. Just so I know where I've got to go.
But we're just going back to You'll Be Sorry.
and I was sorry because the first thing that happened was that Tom Memes hybrid thing came out and interrupted Patty Cake's entrance.
Well,
Yeah.
that sounds about right, doesn't it?
And he said, "Hello, everyone," and everyone cheered.
Oh, yeah, do you know what? I was
Everyone
about to
cheered.
say that's bullshit because he came out and he was like everyone's favourite.
Yeah.
Why?
He got a hug from Old Spice, and it was like, "Yeah, people are cheering for me." Not everyone was cheering,
Not quite.
but I must admit I did cheer when I found out who he was going up against because it was an unscheduled fight. Irritant of the Year 2022, I think, was Memes. And I don't know why this other man didn't make the very short list. But out he comes. I tell you what, I've been mugged off here. tell you what, 3 hired goons took the title off me, Josh-tice, and Josh Folds, breeding Dalmatians, whatever he's doing, Love Island, blah, blah. What? What is this guy on? I know you love Harry Sefton, but he's the cold-blooded what? Irritant. He's come down. I want a match. You've got to take that jumper. I can't think of anything worse. And I actually cheered for Tom when Sefton came out, because I've been booing him. And I went, hang on, no. Bloody hell. This is just my worst nightmare. And I've paid money for this. What did I win tickets? No, I didn't. Actually, this was the one where I won the raffle. 2 times in a row. Yes. Give me a high five. Don't leave me hanging there.
Oh, my hands are so sore, look.
Oh, that is ouch.
Yeah, they are very ouch today.
Are they painful?
Yeah.
Just like watching Harry Sefton versus Tom. Tom, I'm undefeated. Not anymore.
No, I mean, so presumably George statistically the worst wrestler again.
Well, I'm thinking that. It's like, I think what's happened is Memes has understood the only way to not be the worst wrestler in United is to get someone else to take his place.
Yeah.
Even if that is him.
Yeah.
But he was wearing 3 jumpers.
Good.
Yeah. So it was a striptease. Not like the one we saw at Eve. No, didn't get that racy.
That was interesting, that one.
That was fewer jumpers.
Yeah, very much fewer jumpers, but a lot of dancing.
Yes. I mean, this wasn't really dancing. It ended with Tom unconscious in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
With Josh unside, another Josh. And at least Sefton did give him both barrels, which is more a Reading kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But he had that black Santa hat as well, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Matches the Badger outfit.
Oh, Josh, not Sefton.
Josh, yeah.
But
Sefton had his mouth guard.
Oh, I was the same. He just came on to me like, that Josh Folds. Shut up.
And he wouldn't let up.
He's not here.
And what happened? We've left the venue hours later. We'll just stop off for something to eat. And it turns out, bloody Sefton. So I tell you what, no, wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised if I saw Josh Folds here, because Josh Folds, he's off breeding dogs somewhere. that miscreant, blah, blah, blah.
I think he genuinely is actually doing that though, isn't he? Because they are awesomely cute.
Yeah.
Dalmatian-y type dogs.
Yeah.
I want one.
Well, if I put a picture of you and Josh in here, I can tag him in, and you can raise his attention to the fact that you need a spotty dog.
I need a little spotty dog.
Not the Scotty dog.
Oh!
We've gone too soon. But yeah, so effectively, everyone was a winner and everyone was a loser, because one of them lost and one of them won.
Yes.
And I'm not going to bother to remember who it was.
No.
But finally, we got Patty Cakes to come out.
Yes.
Yes.
This makes me happy.
It does. And it's a family show, so she should stop saying, fuck it up.
Fuck it up, Pete.
Not really. It's caught on as a catchphrase, but Pete wasn't actually fucking it up either, was he? He was doing a very good job.
I quite like it as a catchphrase. I think I'm going to adopt it for everyone.
He was.
Yeah, just call everyone Pete.
Yeah.
Don't be a Clint. Fuck it up.
Yes. Yes.
New Year's resolution and some advice right there.
Just opening your front door, shouting at the postman. Fuck it up, Pete. Okay.
I've got quite a young postman. I think he'd run away crying. Yeah.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
No, it's not long.
I've discovered something this week.
What's that?
That Ray Parker Jr. has been lying to us
Oh, they go.
for 40 years.
Has he?
Because what is Ray Parker Jr. scared of?
Well, I don't know, because he ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah. So is he afraid of ghosts?
Oh, I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah.
Yes, he is, yes.
I said, I am also not afraid of no ghosts, but I am not afraid of no wild boar. But that means that I am afraid. It's misleading. 40 years he's misled me.
It was an interesting segue.
Yeah.
Fair play to you.
Aluna. So the Wonderland warrior has nothing to do with Ray Parker Jr.
No.
I don't know if she's afraid of no ghosts, but she ain't afraid of no vulture.
What? I don't understand.
You don't have to understand, but do you remember what happened with Aluna?
Wasn't he a flamingo?
Yeah, but actually, I quite like him now because I think he's really, 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 really super awesome. Obviously, not smashing Aluna into the floor because that is a bad thing for anyone to do. Particularly J. Joshua when he smashed her into the floor and she went like a pancake and it was gross. But anyone smashing Aluna into the floor should be punished in a very horrible way. And
But then he gives that gives that cheeky grin like, I'm enjoying. You know you're enjoying this.
Yeah.
You sick man.
honestly is someone that you just cannot take your eyes off when he is wrestling. He is phenomenal.
It is very good.
And a mini peg.
Oh, very
I
good.
think I am going to put mini peg into Wikipedia with a picture of Spike, because basically he is the pinnacle of mini peg team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he slammed and smashed our champion like you wouldn't believe at the Tap Social.
Yeah.
Painful.
He also, I can't remember the specifics of this, but there was one moment where he bent her in a way that people aren't meant to bend.
When he had her over his back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like the torture rack kind of thing.
Yeah.
I need that right now, though.
Do you think he's a chiropractor in his spare time?
Can you sort out my back, please, please, please? I've only got 2 weeks and then I've got to lift heavy things and I can't because it hurts.
I'm sure you can.
No.
But 2 weeks, so it might be too little time to get Spike Tray to come round and lift you while you're lifting something else.
Do that thing on where he slam your neck into his knee. That might bend it over.
Yeah, do you think it's all just to help people out? Do you think he's actually a very nice person who's just trying to help people through
just
their...
misunderstood.
Yeah, that's it.
Bless him.
And he goes, I'll
See?
tell you what.
Yeah.
Just that, I think your uncle used to do that little knock on your chin, but he does it like...
But you know, when you're expecting pain, like when you dislocate something and then they're like, deep breath, right back in before you can think about it, maybe that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah. Preempting it being dislocated.
Yeah, so he's putting it back in place even though it's not come out. This match was for the right to face Boo Hustle Malone for the Absolute Championship.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
So there was something on the line here.
That's good, because that's just reminded me who won. I couldn't imagine that Aluna had won with the pasting that she took off him, but...
Yeah, I think she took the pasting and then got a roll-up, which saw her continue from the venue. And Trevay sorted off. I don't think he was all that bothered.
Yeah.
It wasn't, honestly.
He just likes to hurt people.
Yeah.
And go, he's a Tory, right?
Apparently so.
Because it was Sefton who was getting all the pelts for being a Tory. He was very surprised at that.
What have I missed now? What have I missed now?
Just Sefton bashing.
Yeah.
Oh.
It wasn't just that.
It was quite cruel.
But then, so Aluna wins the match and goes on to the Reading show, Naughty or Nice, and it's another street fight.
It was very naughty, and no, it wasn't that nice.
It wasn't that nice.
There was chocolate.
There was chocolate. There was
Tinsel.
tinsel and wrapping paper, and there was the necessity to have some kind of colonic with a Santa.
Yep.
Seemed to be a popular thing.
Yep.
But it's always a street fight with Hustle, right?
Mostly.
But they're always indoors. He says they're street fights, but they're not really, are they? They're kind of just...
It's just the rules, though, isn't it? Like, street fight, anything goes.
I can't say I've seen many people scrapping outside, hitting each other's selection boxes.
No. I mean, street fight, Scotty Rourke versus Dara Diablo.
Yeah.
That was a street fight.
It was a street fight.
In the street. But this was like paper plates and tinfoil trays and festive fun. And more Christmas jumpers that need to be taken off, and Grinch jumpers, and Hustle just generally being
a twat.
Actually, I'm going to cut something in here where Josh, the ref, says something about what Hustle is. Which is absolutely true.
All right. I can't remember what it was, but...
You'll find out in the final minutes. But
do you think that it's okay to hit people with selection boxes? Because if that's the thing, I'm up for it.
Would you what would be your preference?
Like the whole box. You know, you can get ones that are like shaped like stockings. Probably get a good swing with one of them. Maybe a Galaxy one, because I don't like Galaxy chocolate. In fact, I don't really like any chocolate, but Galaxy's the worst of it.
Could get one of them like foot long Jaffa cake things, just smash one of them.
Right, that's comestible wars, the comestible street fight. It'll be our supermarket sweep. There you go, Hustle. Next time out, a supermarket sweep fight.
That would be good.
Yeah.
In a ring indoors.
In a ring indoors,
You have giant
not in a
inflatables-
supermarket.
Giant inflatables that are worth like money.
Yeah, but you won't find out until afterwards
And Dale Whitman could be the ref.
and go wild in the aisles.
Is he still around?
No,
Oh no, he can't be the ref then.
That doesn't mean.
he's very, very much no longer with us.
Richard Mather could fill in.
He could. And Judy could be on the till.
Oh no, does it? Oh, Ryland does it
it
now.
now.
Woo!
Yeah, it's a bit dark, isn't it? Anyways,
Do you think Ric Flair did the woo
no,
in Supermarket Sweep theme tune?
probably not bury.
Oh, love that Mary.
What were we on about?
About these satanic street fight. or
The
whatever it was called.
absolute championship.
The absolute championship, which was the first match on.
Oh yes, and that was an issue, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
he
Oh,
didn't
that
like
became
that,
a
did he?
massive issue. So Hustle came out on top, and then called out Mike.
Mm. That's when you jumped up like, yeah, go on, Hustle.
Go on, Hustle, tell him how it is. And he got all we're like, well, I'm the main draw here, but you're putting me on first.
Yeah.
So if you want your show to be memorable, I'll make your show memorable. And then he buggered off,
Yeah.
and we'll find out quite how memorable he made the show later on.
He's very mean. He's not the biggest draw for me because he's mean.
Yeah, he went over and he eyeballed those dogs, didn't he?
Yeah, he was mean to them. Hamish and the other one who's in there, Clyde.
I've seen some of those dogs win in the
Wrestling.
ring.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
He's picking on the
Current.
wrong poochies.
Exactly. Current, undefeated, defending champion.
Yeah, defeating a sexy cat and then
Yeah.
hulking up into a massive bee kind of creature.
I saw him beat up Adonis Payne when he was Adonis Payne.
Was he Adonis Payne?
I think so, yeah.
Or was he some kind of Sailor Moon thing? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, he did wear a dress, didn't he?
Just the absolute acid trip that is that wrestling company.
I love it. But Kobe Rhodes has like never lost a match he's been in, has he?
No.
There you go.
We still need to prove it to me.
Wrestler of the
fuck
year.
off, you.
Yeah.
Just saying, early candidate for the
That's
2025.
it. Wrestler of the year.
Boom.
I'm totally nominating him. I've got a picture of me and him.
You sent it to me, I'll put it in.
I will.
Enjoy.
He farted as well. It was gross.
Fuck it up, Pete.
Right.
What are we doing?
Right, next up is a super heavy Upd-8.
Very good. 10 points to Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
Oh, I'm having to watch all of them.
I don't care.
Ravenclaw.
Oh.
Shut up.
Ravenclaw.
Finn's
I don't give a fuck. We're not talking about Harry
He's
Potter.
shouting at me.
You're a real Hufflepuff down the end there.
Yeah.
Right, the super heavy 8 is moving on. We have, looking ahead to the next United show,
Yes.
we have one Levi Muir, cover star of the February 2023 Wrestling Outsider magazine, going up against Brazen
Yes.
for the last place in the semi-finals.
Mm.
Okay.
So we know a lot about Levi. We don't know a lot about Brazen as yet.
We do not.
But I think I'd probably back Levi to go a long way in this competition. I saw a picture of him this week training with Smashing Mike, and they looked like they were made from granite.
I mean, the man is an absolute behemoth. He's not. People aren't meant to be that big.
No, and yeah,
He broke Ian Rosario too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he just looked at him and it broke him. And the Pope.
She
And,
quite likes him, doesn't she?
yeah, she's a big Levi fan, as is the Pope's friend, my mother-in-law. The boss's boss. No, the boss's boss's boss.
Yeah.
Boss cubed. So we've got some other stuff to catch up on in terms of the people who've already gone through to the semi-finals.
Oh, we've had some good ones.
We've had some strange matches and we've had some absolute belters. So, friend of the podcast, Razor, had already booked his place by overcoming the King of Monsters, Liam McCarthy, last time we were in Reading.
That was an amazing match.
And this time we had 2 further quarterfinals.
We did.
Bart the Dart, Bart O'Connor,
No,
the Dog of
he's not.
War,
No, still no.
Yeah.
the professional
I
wrestler.
noticed that we saw him recently in the same ring as Lincoln Spectre. No one mentioned these names while they were there.
What, Bart O'Connor?
Oh, Lincoln
I think someone did.
Well, someone did, yeah.
Yes, they did. No one else was listening. But Bart O'Connor went up against, on this occasion, Say Less, Jay Joshua, in a 10-minute contest, which
Yes.
can only be settled by pinfall, submission,
Or knockout.
or knockout.
The third looked most likely there. didn't
No DQ. So Bart came in, he ran the ropes, and he was all right, focused. And then out comes Jay Joshua, and he goes, I'm going to beat you in 5 minutes, you bitch. Say less. You know what you should do? You should say less. Bart didn't say a word. Say less. Say less. Take your own advice, Jay Joshua. You just gabby the whole time. You know, do this and that. And you know who's calling him out? Dan is calling him out.
What?
I'm not saying anything. But it's one of those things that normally he comes out and he's mega focused.
Yeah.
On this occasion, he was a little bit rolled up.
He's still thinking about David Soul, isn't he? And that's it.
But he had that new jacket with with a panther or a dog or a werewolf on the back that says "sicker than your average," which really you shouldn't be, should you? If you're going to be wrestling, you should try and be at peak fitness as opposed to sicker than your average person.
I don't think you want to feel sick at all.
A panther or a dog or a werewolf.
Yeah, it was scary. I looked and it wasn't David Soul, so I thought I'm going to avoid this one. Initially, I thought it might be Lamar, but it wasn't. Anyway, he's come out. He was wearing his hat. And I
remember this all now.
I was wearing my Bart hat,
It's so
which was
funny.
was ironic. One of the 3 hats I was wearing that day, and one of the 4 t-shirts. I was kitted out, ready for some fun at Naughty or Nice. But Bart didn't have a lot of fun because Jay Joshua is a very mean man.
Yeah. He did a really cool dive.
Oh yeah, Bart did some
Rolled over
fantastic,
Jay's back. That was good.
some fantastic stuff going on, but it mainly ended with Jay Joshua and then just hammering him.
Yeah. That's
Saying
a
that,
shame,
he
isn't
said
it?
he'd come out and he'd fix it up in 5 minutes. He didn't need the time. He'd take the rest of the day off. But Bart took him right to the final seconds. He finally clattered him one time too many
Yeah.
and had Bart down. And then afterwards, he was standing over and I thought, is he going to shake his hand? Because he actually proved him wrong. And then he spat on him and walked out of the ring. So he's not a nice man at all. David Soul, God rest him, is David Soul. He wouldn't approve of that at all. So Jay Joshua is through to the next round up against friend of the podcast, Razor,
Come on, Razor.
on one side of the draw. And on the other side of the draw, we had Big Damo versus Liam Jones.
Yes. Cool. That'd be a good match, wouldn't it?
Yeah, except that Big Damo appears to have split like
Yeah.
in some kind of amoeba
Yeah.
into 2 people.
Yeah. They weigh about a quarter of the weight of one big demo.
Yeah, there was a bit where Mike tried to do some maths and he said to me, if we added both your weights together, would you get to 250? Yeah, we would. I don't think that's actually how it works. But they were introduced, I think, as 11'6". Don't worry. Which is pretty damn awesome.
Yeah.
But the Road Bros are great, but they came out to replace Big Damo against Liam Jones and said, I've come here, you've let me down, I was going to go up against this boy, give me a bye through to the next round. But no, Mike decided that children should be hurt instead.
Yeah.
Sent in the youngsters, and Cam and Zach got clattered.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
But
I thought they were amazing though.
They were.
they were incredible, but I think the reason it went wrong was because at one point Cam started doing a tag team match. I think They were meant to be one person fighting, and then Cam stood outside looking for the tag,
Yeah.
which actually was very sensible considering what was going on inside the ring. But it was like, no, don't do that. Just go and try and hit the man.
Yeah.
That's not something you want to do, though, is it? He's a very Staffy-like man.
Yeah, you see, but yeah, this is another point, right? You said, oh, he's the Staffy. Why is he Staffy?
Because he looks like a Staffy. He's like...
Yeah, but then we agreed that Staffies were nice, right?
Well, they can be.
And then he went and said, no, he actually do. He called everyone a Muppet, and he said, I've come here, you're all up scum, all on the dole, and you're a load of Muppets.
Yeah, something like that.
And it's like, yeah, I've always aspired to be a Muppet. It's always my dream.
Yeah, I don't think he meant it in a complimentary way. Though.
No.
I don't think, oh, look, you've all got your own telly programme.
Yeah. Oh, you got sticks on your arm so you can move them around and stuff. How do you move your mouth? Is it someone's hand up? All right.
No.
So, anyway, the most memorable thing about this was the fact that there were bodies flying everywhere and they belonged to people with the surname Rowe.
Yeah.
No, the most memorable thing for me was handing over some chocolate buttons to the littlest one, which he
Oh,
then
yeah, because he was sitting
sequestered.
down on the outside, wasn't he?
He sequestered those into his shorts to eat later.
I hope he will think that he's very likely to have been knocked unconscious, and when he's got to the back and taken those shorts down, he'll have gone, oh my God, seriously, you took one hell of a paste in there. I don't remember.
Actually, the most memorable thing is when Liam Jones picked him up in there like a jumping pile driver that looked like he may have killed him.
Yeah.
And then picked the other one up and powerbombed him onto the dead one.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling that you may have been talking about their demise slightly early, because I think we might be seeing them very, very soon.
I hope so, because I really, 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 really like them.
I think we should then push on to some tag team action and see if they're turning back up soon. No, come on, you've got to do the catchphrase.
What am I doing? Oh, what was it? Was it fuck it up, Pete? Was that it? Was it?
Put up a
Proper sound effect kind of bottle, huh?
Right, before we move on to some tag team stuff, is it February yet? It's February.
So let's just have a recap that January.
Oh, do we have to?
January was this leapy thing.
Leaping into the new year.
Yep,
Yeah.
looking awesome.
Is that
Loving
looking?
the, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Loving the Dewberry print.
Yeah, Dewberry's.
Dewberry?
Dewberry?
Michael Dewberry.
Who's that?
Doesn't matter.
Chelsea footballer from a long time ago. Continue. He's not on this calendar. This is the Nina Samuels show.
Well, fair play.
Isn't this just like an awesome dress? Not many people would be able to wear this. Plus, she's also coordinated her toes and her fingers to said dress as well, and her lovely eye makeup. And I don't think there are many people that can look as spectacular as she does.
No disagreement here.
Agree with that.
She's very lovely.
Who else is very lovely in your opinion?
Me.
Oh, well, that's very cool. In your own opinion as well.
Yeah. I am lovely. I just don't really like people.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I agree with you in terms of what we're going on to next, because we're about to introduce the Killers.
Oh, you tell
It's Tag Team Turmoil roundup for the end of December.
Oh, no.
And we have the Dogs boLLoX
The champs.
Versus,
They're still the champs?
well,
At
let's
this
see
point.
what happens. Versus the Killers. We've got the absolute something, Tommy Kyle, and the modern classic, Josh Holly.
With the mullet.
The mullet.
Did we never do this one?
We mentioned it before because we've mentioned
we
that
did.
the belts
We
aren't
did.
there
We
anymore. Kira wasn't there either.
No.
She had fled back to France because she heard Claire was there and that she couldn't take the attention. She's actually concussed. So Scotty said, I'm going to face you on my own. It doesn't matter. And then he cut a promo in the ring
We did.
where he was just basically pouring his heart out to everyone.
Yeah.
And it got very, very emotional.
I just wanted to give him a big old hug.
Even more so than normal.
Yeah.
But then there was like, I don't think there was not a single person in that place who was just like blown away by his honesty and just like, fair play to me.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
And then basically said, I've lost so much in the last few months.
Yeah.
I've got nothing else to lose. Let's get on with this.
And then those pricks took the belt off him as well.
Tommy Cole was actually going,
yeah, shut up, dickhead. Well, it will come to what Tommy Carl's got to say for himself in a moment.
Yes, but yeah, effectively, Scotty held his own against these guys, and not only did he hold his own, but he also held Josh Holly's at one point because he was very much talking about people looking out for your friends. I didn't realise that went for testicular examinations as well, but evidently it's now
He's a very caring individual.
It's now a thing.
Mm-hmm.
At other points, I think Tommy Carl was taking a close look at Josh Holly's testicles, and the other way around as well when they were pelted headfirst into each other. I might cut those bits in, but it was one of those matches.
Very funny.
Scotty ran himself ragged, and there was one point where he's in the ring and he's struggling for breath and retching. Which is what happens to me when I do anything stressful immediately.
No, don't do that.
But he kept going for the tag, and Kira wasn't there either,
No,
which was
sad.
It was mean. It was mean. I'm going to say it. It was mean.
Was Tommy Cole mean?
Well, not just Tommy Kyle. It was the fact that Scotty was allowed to go in there by himself and, yeah.
But Scotty might have come out on top. He might well have done the job if it hadn't have been for the intervention of some other meanie peg. Someone who came to hog the limelight.
Oh, very good.
Thank you very much. And Mike Hinchman came in. Distraction. I think he was meant to go up against Scotty Rourke for the glory.
It was.
Wantage.
Yeah.
But didn't he set about Scotty backstage beforehand, which meant he couldn't actually compete. So there's bad blood there. He came in, offered the distraction, and then the Killers came and took the titles. And took the old titles. They've taken the old belts back. They don't want the GB belts.
They didn't want those, no.
And now
I do. I want those.
You sure you haven't got them already?
This is getting closer.
Have we got a roundup, actually, of whose stuff you might have
Well, I tried to steal things at the weekend just gone, and then I had to give them back.
Yeah, but you were getting closer. You were very near the door.
I really was. And people were, like, covering for me as well, so I could have been like, well, I haven't got it.
Yeah, you were standing behind me because of my hulking physique. No one could see you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll try hard. But the belts are probably there for you to just pick up.
Yeah.
And waft in people's faces.
And what did Tommy say when he was wafting the belt in your face?
He took his absence from the ring and faced me and said, "Stick that in your shitty wrestling outsider." The infamous quote, soon available on a t-shirt. And then he buggered off. Yes.
I remember that.
I also gave you an earful as well. It's abusive to everyone.
Yeah.
Mean old Tommy.
Mean old Tommy. Elsewhere in Oxford on that day, we had someone who tasted victory in the shape of our captain, Arthur Scarrow.
Hi, Arthur Scarrow.
Going up against Harley Hudson.
Oh, yes.
I loved this match.
It was very, very funny.
Oh, it was hilarious.
What does Harley Hudson not like?
Arthur Scarrow.
She doesn't like pirates. She doesn't like Josh the ref. She doesn't like fighting boys.
Yeah.
She doesn't like bogies on her hand. And she doesn't like people touching her hair.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, it is fair enough, but she was in such a bad mood that she was giving Josh such a hard time throughout the match. Probably more so than she was giving Mr. Scarrow.
Although she did say, "I didn't like you before, but I hate you now."
And then I think just her face at times, she looked like she was close to tears. I did feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
It's just frustration, isn't it? We all feel like that sometimes. But she also is just in amazing shape. And I love her hair.
She's wonderful. Like, everything about her is incredible. And her, she's obsessed with that lady's bottom.
I am. But she has got a phenomenal phenomenal bottom.
Phenomenal. It is difficult to avoid, and I would say the camera work that I've watched this match back on does not avoid it in any way, shape, or form.
Well, you wouldn't, would you? I mean, if I was operating the camera, I wouldn't either.
No, I'll just to check the tapes.
Stunning bottom.
Yeah, I think no one got a closer look than Mr. Arthur Scarrow at one point, where it was offered as an offensive weapon. You know, but when people come at you and you know they're going to hit you, you sometimes try and move out of the way.
But no, I've had many people.
No, he didn't.
I've not had many people come at me and try and hit me, thank goodness. But I wouldn't move out of her way. I'd be like, bottom, it's a distraction. It's amazing. Oh, look, she hit me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
with the bottom.
Here's the £10.
Yeah.
Like a wombat.
Like a wombat.
Wombats defend themselves with their bottoms.
Is that right?
Yeah. They do. They do.
Are they detachable?
No, they when they're in danger, they bury their heads down and they put their bottoms out.
But that's not attacking people with that.
Yeah, but then they run backwards and things and like knock people with their bums.
People.
Because other creatures. I don't know.
Raboons.
But they have like this hard bottom. Piss off. They do.
Anyway, the result was a victory for the seaweed-ridden captain. It wasn't bogies, it's just seaweed. He told everyone. And after that, he went looking for a tag team partner.
I did.
And he asked around specifically for one man, a man who'd gone up against Endakara that day and tasted victory in that match. One Chris Aries.
Yeah. He cast him on John's podcast. Oh, well, on
John's
was there, wasn't he? And Chris Aries told him in non-certain terms to piss off.
Yeah. I think he'd had a hard time. I think Endakara wasn't particularly nice to him. He didn't want to shake his hand.
No.
I did like his shoes. He had shoes that actually let his toes come out.
Sandals?
No, sandals. They were actually like shoes with toe bits in.
Oh. I don't know what that means. Anyway, he was quite good.
They're gross.
Yeah, he was bending Chris Aries into all manner of shapes.
Yeah.
And just being properly mean. I know he was highly trailed by Teach before the match, and he was very, very impressive all the way over from Sweden.
It was surprising with like Seth Rollins.
It really did.
But not so extravagant in what he was wearing.
No, but that takes some to it.
Yeah. Not in Oxford. But so both of them tasted victory, but they couldn't come to an accord for a tag match, it seemed. So the Killers, I think, caught wind of this and said, right, we'll have that match. Scarrow and whoever you can bring along in Reading in a couple of weeks. So Scarrow's turned up. He's already made a call out to Aries when he's there. And Chris came out just in his sliders and just basically said, yeah.
Not today, Bob.
Not today. But when it came down to it, when the bell was rung, Unbreakable hits, and out comes Chris Aries to back up the Pirate to go up against the Modern Classic and the Boo You Tommy Kyle.
Is that Josh Holly's name?
I was trying to think what other modern classics there are.
So like remakes of like Sense and Sensibility.
I don't know, but what is that? Nacho Libre? Is that a modern classic? It is in my house.
Freddy Got Fingered.
Is that really modern anymore?
What's that one? The one with the sausages.
Freddy Got Fingered?
No.
What?
Would you like some sausage?
The one.
Sausage party.
The one with the hot dog and the bun kind of thing.
Dog shit.
It is.
So
It
bad.
is. Do you know what I watched the other day though? Legally Blonde. Oh, such a fantastic film.
Yeah, it was on in my house as well.
I bend and snap, but not in the same way.
Yeah, you could hear you bending and snapping. So the Conqueror, or the Legion King rather,
Yeah.
and the Captain of the High Seas set about taking the title from the Killers. The Killers who supposedly have a freebird rule, which means that any of the Killers can be in there defending those
But
belts.
they keep forgetting to use it.
Yeah, they won't use it
Bring
again.
back Sapphire.
I was thinking, do you think Tommy Kyle is the weakest link in the Killers?
No, I think he's the leader of the Killers, and I think him and
No, that's Brandon
Sapphire.
Flowers.
Ricky Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, Ricky Wilson. No, you're right, it is Ricky Wilson.
I like Ricky Wilson. I've met him. And Love.
You were confused as to who he was recently.
Well, like, they all sound the same, them lot. So it's very.
Las Vegas's The Killers and Yorkshire's Finest.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've forgotten what I was going to say. No,
Sorry.
I think Tommy Kyle is the leader, and then Sapphire needs to just come back because she is also awesome.
Like that, she needs to come back, but like that.
You see that picture she posted today with big muscles?
Oh, the
comparison. Bloody hell, she's scary, man.
She is. She, especially when she's got a contact lens thing going on as well.
Oh, scary.
different coloured eyes.
Yeah.
Eyesies. Don't do the eyesies thing. Poke your eye.
Yeah.
No, don't do it. Can't watch. But we have new champions, right?
All the ketchup and the horrid stuff.
Don't touch that.
So we have
If
new.
someone else touches your eye, is that worse? Or is it just touching your own?
What, like this? No. Mr. Charles Crowley can vouch for how shit I am when it comes to touching eyes. Right.
2 hours later.
Leave that there.
What?
You will see.
Did we have new champions?
No,
Are you sure? Because I'm sure the ref counted 3.
I don't remember.
And then Joshua came in again and pulled the ref away before he could count 3. Messing things up. That's not how the Freebird rule runs, is
I
it?
think so.
Costing the guys the match, and me and the Killers go into the new year as tag team champs.
Okay.
And the warring partners from before came face to face after their loss.
Oh, I remember now.
And although there was no mistletoe,
No,
they shared a kiss.
they did.
Much to the crowd's pleasure
Yeah.
and insistence almost that it happened.
Yes.
But it was an absolutely awesome match. Absolutely great. I'd see that again. Obviously, we've got, it wasn't too long ago that Aries beat Tommy Cole 1-on-1. So I don't think there's unfinished business here.
Good. Hope so.
It doesn't help Arthur Scarro's win-loss.
You'll get there.
I think he's below Tom. It's still above Neves. But anyway, up next for the Killers.
Can be below Tom. Oh, can he? Yes, I suppose he can, because he can lose more than he can win. Fair enough.
You'll have to ask Mike how that one works.
I don't know.
It's mathematics.
Is it? It's not my strong point.
Surely, if you've had less matches and you've lost
Fewer.
them, that.
Thank you.
What he said.
Mm-hmm.
Then the people that have had more matches would be above you. Or does it count on how many losses?
I think it's actually how many losses. You'll have to ask your friend Mike.
Yeah, because Skuro has had many losses, but some wins, whereas Tom has had only 1 loss and no wins.
And
So
me.
surely he would be below.
Skuro would be lower because he's had
Why?
more losses.
But he's had more wins.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
but
if
the
it's a
person-
negative number,
the
if he's got
person who-
-5.
The person who's below him has had more wins than him. But
Oh yeah,
more
because
losses.
Memes is 1, but he was way at the bottom, wasn't he? Because of how many losses he's
I
got.
don't get it.
Anyway, at Broken Parts and Broken Hearts. No, you
Right.
didn't. I've done it the other way around just then.
Oh.
We will find out if the Robros actually are deceased,
Yes.
or if there's chocolate stains on the trousers.
Do you think maybe I should take them some more chocolate buttons?
Yes.
I think you probably should, although people may begin to ask questions. Yeah.
I also might not be there, so that's the other thing.
We could just post them.
Yeah. Or I could send them with you guys.
You could post them as like a nice. They might wake up the next morning. Oh look, chocolate bones. I remember
Tell you
when
what you should get instead for the Robros. Rolos for the Robros.
Do they still? I've not seen Rolos for
Yes, still sell
ages.
those.
Do they?
Mhm.
Are they still really gross?
Absolutely not. That is. Oh
Don't ask me.
Do you like bounties?
no.
No, it's because they're wrong. You like them though, don't you?
No, I don't like
He doesn't. No,
that.
he likes them because they're hilarious props for his jokes.
Yeah, but we're getting ahead of ourselves because we haven't got to the Phantom weight yet.
Oh, okay. I'm going to shush now then.
So the next up for the Killers is another easy bout where they go up against 2 deceased brothers. who have been Squashingtoned by one Liam Jones.
Yes.
So it's almost a no contest.
Yes.
So in this case, Tommy Cole needn't turn up, Josh Holley needn't turn up, and no one else need turn up, and the Killers would still win, using the Freebird rule of absence.
Yes.
They're probably still
Because they are alive.
Yes. By virtue of their presence.
In Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where he gets run over by the steamroller and then it's like really flat.
Yes.
Maybe they'll turn up like that.
Maybe.
No, the thing is that they could just be posted.
Yeah.
Wherever they are. Couriered. Sandwich board. But yeah, so that's coming up. Maybe. Or maybe not.
Subject to change.
Fuck it up, Pete. Right. Now, originally the intention here was to talk about coconut chocolate bars, but you ruined that earlier on by mentioning the bounties already.
I could have sworn that you like them.
No, I don't. I hate them because once you've got the coconut in your mouth, you just perpetually chewing it because some bit gets stuck in your teeth.
But it's there forever.
Yeah. Heats it to the precious.
Unbearable.
Yeah, effectively. It's just disgusting.
So let's try.
Yeah, and they're good for putting on people's heads.
Yes.
And I didn't have enough time today to go and buy one to bring in for that purpose. I don't know what happened to the original.
Where's the other one gone?
I think someone must have
Oh.
eaten it.
No one would have eaten it.
No, Kelly would have eaten it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Boo you, Kelly.
I don't know, Kelly. I like them.
I'm putting that as the opening. Right. So
Eat some sweets. It's probably
we're talking about bounties. Who could we be talking about? It's a man who used to put bounties on people.
Jim Davidson. Oh,
Kofi Annan.
hit the post.
No. The phantom weight title holder, Mr. Josh Spicer, is now inviting people to step over the edge.
Oh, right.
So
Sorry.
he's not concerned about health and safety.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
No, I mean, he runs around the edge, but I think telling people to step over the edge is a little bit mean.
A bit cheeky as well, because then it means he hasn't got to do anything.
Yeah, it's very true.
Hmm.
It's bad advice, especially if kids look up to him.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, step over the edge. But this was, the tap was his first defence.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an open challenge. And he sets out the stipulations that it's an open challenge, but if you come in and you don't beat him, there's no second goes, there's no back of the queue, there's no Harry Sefton rule. I want another go. Can I have another go? Back of the queue? No. You're done until Spicer loses the belt.
Yeah.
And in this case, who answered the call?
Not me.
No, not you.
No, not him either.
No, not him
He
either.
did earlier.
Not
No.
the Tap Social, he didn't.
It was
That was Reading, wasn't it?
It was.
it was Wild Boar.
It was
yeah.
Wild Boar, who we hadn't seen since Wantage. And it's just a very angry man.
Was it I heard him described as Wild Boar is the scariest person someone ever met, but Mike Hitchin is the nicest person ever
But
met.
then that's another Mike saying that. I think Mikes stick together, don't they? Like some kind
Like
of
these feet.
Velcro. Yeah, like those Squashums drum chicks.
Drum chicks.
Yeah, I like drum chips, but drum chips because they look like really evil chips that are going to take over the world.
Yeah.
It's likely.
Yeah.
Josh Spicer.
Yes.
I think the word I will use for him for his outings in December was resilient.
Yeah.
Because there's no getting past Wild Boar. The guy is lethal and he's only there for one thing, and that is to cause pain.
It's mad, isn't it? Because he's only like this big.
Yeah.
But he's also almost as wide, and he's like a bloody Tasmanian devil. It's just like the action is there. You're not sure if you can see it all the time, but he's mad.
Honey badger. Is that
Yeah,
honey badger?
he is like
Yes.
a honey badger.
Not a wombat, though.
Not a wombat. No. He actually faces his foe as opposed to back into it with his hard arse. There you go, Trash Panda. Yeah, so.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I'm not going to drink all that.
Oh no.
Oh, you're going to be fired.
Fired?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know where he got in. The boss has basically got him on probation.
I
Did
don't
you
want to anymore.
go and see HR?
Well, Well, there's issues about that now, isn't there? Now that I've slagged off the big boss,
Yeah.
and the other big boss's floor's got drink on it. I need to clean it up.
So yeah, Pope's not going to let me.
Continue.
Should we look at March?
Yeah.
Or should we be good?
Don't spoil it for yourselves.
Oh no, March is the best one.
Oh no, that's the we'll say that. So yeah, Mr. Hinchman is an angry man, and he throws himself. He doesn't take a pause. He just throws himself straight back into things.
Yeah.
But somehow, he didn't come out on top in this case.
No.
I say somehow.
Yeah.
Spicer is putting together quite a run at United. He's part of the top 6. He's actually cementing his place in there. And Harry Sefton doesn't like him, so I think he's great.
Harry Sefton doesn't like Spicer.
Yeah, he's a Josh. I think he just hates all Joshes.
Oh, fair. Okay, yeah, I see where you're going.
Yeah. Still tying up. So the Edge Runner retained and took his title to Reading.
Yes.
To Naughty or Nice.
Yes.
And was the match naughty or was it nice? And who was he up against?
It was a little bit naughty, but also very nice. And he was up against
Trash Panda. So another open challenge, this time answered by a guy who says he's just lost his belt, as discussed earlier on, and he wanted to make sure his trousers didn't fall down over Christmas.
Yep.
How did you take that comment?
I think I said that I didn't mind.
I seem to remember in this match that you were paying very close attention to the action. But yeah, he answered the call, says, I tell you what, hello, he's back.
Hi.
I'll have another belt. I'll have this. I'll hang it over my mantelpiece, so when Santa comes down the chimney, he'll see that I'm a winner.
Yeah.
And it was a fantastic match, a match that's been put forward by someone in the upper echelons of United as one of the best that has ever been seen in a United ring.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
It was. It was.
Good.
It was very friendly to begin with. They were handshaky and very mindful. Scotty didn't kick Josh when he had the opportunity. With just gave him a light tap and a wink, and then Josh Spicer larruped him in his back because he didn't step over the edge, didn't run around the edges. But it was another absolutely mental match from Scotty Rourke and Josh Spicer.
Yeah.
And I can see why people enjoyed it so much, except that someone wasn't there to have enjoyment for everyone.
Sabotage.
Sabotage. At the point where I think Scotty might have just been about to win.
Yes.
Yep.
That's how I remember it.
In comes Russell alone to do his naughty thing. And pull off the what?
Well, I don't remember that, and I think I'd have remembered that.
You probably would have done. No, he came in and interfered, and the match ended slightly differently from how it should have done.
Yeah.
So Spicer retained.
It did. And then Spicer did say, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, you
Throw
have
the
a
rules
lost.
out.
Yeah. If you want this match
Anytime.
again, then you can have this match again.
So that's still open. So we have an open challenge coming up for the Edge Runner.
Yeah.
No more bounties.
Why does he keep having open challenges?
That's the rules.
That's
the rules.
a step up. He just invites people to step over the edge.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a thing? I thought that no one had really been found just to face him, that was all.
I mean, I'm all for it because this is into like Sheamus territory, just banger after banger after banger.
Yes.
These matches have all been brilliant. So whoever it is next.
A situation we know Scotty Rourke is at the show. Maybe he'll take the opportunity to step over the edge again.
No.
Okay. Fuck it up, Pete.
Might be Simon Quest.
Dun, dun, dun.
No. No, 2025 is shaping up to be a decent year.
Ow!
Have you spilled something?
It's chocolate buttons.
Shut up! I'm so old.
What we on with?
At least I didn't wait.
Sharting. No, we've had a little look just now at the last two people to step over the edge.
Yes.
And they'll not be stepping over the edge, but they will be facing each other.
Oh, blimey.
Ooh, blimey, bloody hell, this one coming out of For the Glory, or Flip the Script,
Yes,
whatever the Wanted show
because
was called.
one of them, Scotty Rock, came to the ring after Chris's match with him, didn't he? With a chair in his hand, ready to fuck things up.
Yeah, and he's no Pete. And then the Wild Boar came in and did the same, costing Scotty and Kira the tag titles. So there's bad blood. So the bastard child is going up against the Wild Boar in what promises to be an epic and bloody battle.
So you know when you always think at a wrestling show,
I don't do that.
No, but it's it's nice that the title match is the main event. Like sometimes things just supersede a title match.
Yeah.
Sometimes there is just a natural main event.
Yeah. Oh, you've got a situation where if you've got the belt on the line, people will always be a challenger, and they'll always aspire to be the person who wants to hold the belt, and that's why they're taking the belt. Not because they want to knock 7 shades of shit out the other person.
Perhaps we'll start with this main event because these two would actually like to kill each other.
Yeah. I don't think Scotty Rourke is going to agree with Mike Baker on how nice a man Mike Hinchman is. I think that is going to go completely out the window. And I think we'll get lots of fuck off.
That is, when he did that against that too, it's still one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
This is going to be an early contender for match of the year, and I think if we had the shortlist, which I think everyone seems to agree, Leon Cage versus Jay Joshua is high up. I think this one's going to be edging into the top 3 of matches of all time.
Yeah.
Because born of bad blood, and there's nothing to lose here. It's not about who wins the match or who wins the title. This is about just leaving your mark on the other guy. So as you say, could be the main event. It's a natural standout match for this next event. Bring it on.
Blimey.
Well, have I got to say the Pete thing again?
Oh, you can say whatever you like.
Oh, Scotty's going to pummel him into the floor. And I'm going to be sad if I can't be there to watch it.
Now, Peter, please, would you fuck it up?
It's time to discuss the title.
Right.
The top prize, the United Wrestling Championship.
The big belt.
You'll be sorry, we had a stipulation here that LA Taylor was going up against Artemis.
Yes.
Artemis having earned the right, having defeated Aluna to take that belt, and by beating Aluna, Max Jaggard, the white-trousered weasel, would be nowhere near the ring.
Not even in a cage above it.
Not even suspended in a weasel cage above. And still, Justice for Nina. Still no Justice for Nina.
No. But yes, our good friend.
That stuff.
Our good friend, card subject to change.
Card subject to change, that's fine. But the stipulation was no white-trousered weasel. So how has the stipulation changed? I tell you what, let's make it against him. It's not even meant to be anywhere near the venue. And that ravishing Max Jaggard is getting a chance to defend the title, although he hasn't got the title. LA Taylor's there holding the belt and looking absolutely colossal next to our like an extra from a My Chemical Romance video when he came down those stairs in his little embroidered top. And he's got in the ring and he's given it the gyration. At least he's not wearing his Crocs now.
Still makes me shudder.
But he's going to defend the belt.
Yeah.
I don't know who I'd be more scared of. I'm in the ring. I know Artemis is going to hurt me, but LA Taylor is outside going, "Don't you bloody lose,
Yes.
Don't you lose." So with her arm in a sling, so she can't compete.
No.
Well,
what can you tell us then?
well, she still gets involved though, doesn't she?
She does still get involved.
Sneaky little sneaker.
I don't know about little.
Yeah.
Sneaky 6 foot sneaker.
Yeah.
What did she do?
She was mean.
She was mean, and because of her interference, Jaggard got disqualified and retained the belt for her until a voice from the crowd said, "That's not on. I'm not having this. I'm using my power as the GM to restart this match. And if you get DQ'd again, Max Jaggard, the title goes to Artemis."
Yeah.
Oh, he's watching this match, is he? And when there's injustice for Nina, right? Oh, he's nowhere to be seen. He's probably at the bar or doing something else.
Check the tapes, Michael.
Anywho, the match gets restarted. LA Taylor is still getting involved.
Yes.
She's bringing a chair, possibly to sit on, because,
No.
Well, you've got your arm in this thing. It's nice to be supported, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's not what happens.
No.
No. How does it end?
It ends with Jaggard sparked on the floor, LA Taylor looking quite angry, and Artemis with her arm in the air, and a new belt wrapped around her.
Yay!
Good times.
Yeah, very good time. A 2-time United Wrestling Champion.
Yep.
The same statistics as Josh Folds, and memes claims also to have won the belt twice, although on one occasion I think he just stole it, which may have given kleptomaniac Claire an idea about what happens at wrestling shows. If I just pick this up, that means it's mine, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So no, Artemis is our champion.
Mm-hmm.
As we've always said, she is now officially back with the title around her waist.
Yeah, because we had a little bit of a worry, didn't we? Because as she was celebrating in the ring, Chris Aries was noticeably not with her. He was lurking in the shadows.
Asked earlier in the night by Patty Cakes, when might you cash in your future proof? And he said, might be after Christmas, might be before Christmas, and then just wanders off. No, he gave her the dip of the shoulder, making everyone think it was going to happen, and then didn't. But interestingly enough, there was a bit of shenanigans going on at the end of the match as well. The Killers ran in, and then we had the Pillars follow them in to clear house and make way for Artemis to take the title. And they all celebrated with her in the ring afterwards. Arthur Scurro, first man in, giving her a big hug, congratulating her. Yes, as shown before, Aries then did his sneak attack. So Artemis heading into the end of the year as the United Champion. But we have an international star heading to take her on in Reading at Naughty on Ice. Alice Inc.
Alice Inc.
So named because it's actually her surname.
Well, just one of the most striking looking women you'll ever come across.
And super tattoos.
They are good. Super, super good.
Yeah. And she was bare feet as well.
Yeah. And fierce.
Yes. It was a real clash of styles. You've got artists with all the power, and then basically MMA and martial everything. Just trying absolutely everything.
Just holding on to our body part and dangling upside down and all sorts.
Family show.
Fucking hell, Claire.
It was all the Ouchingtons as we headed into the fight.
Would be if someone's hanging up a body part upside down. I'm not sure that'd be pleasant for anyone.
Toe.
Talking about dongs, are we? Haven't even got any. It's ladies.
Tapping out. It's been that we mentioned this the other day that no one ever taps out anymore. They just go unconscious.
They need to make Willie jokes instead of.
Dong dong. Anyway,
Ding dong dash.
Ding dong dash. It all comes around. Oh, it was meant to be. So Artemis facing just different challenges every single time. Another international star, another Swedish star coming over, and taking her to her limit, but not taking the title off her.
No.
I do get the feeling that our Wrestler of the Year for 2024 is making a strong claim to retain her title from the Wrestling Outsiders in 2025 as well, because there's no stopping her. You can throw any style at her, and she's just taking her stride and pulling them and squashing them into the mat.
Yeah.
And carrying on the reign.
Well, look forward to seeing who's next.
Yeah. Do we know who's next?
I don't know, do we?
Just eating so many noodles as well.
Right. Interrupting normal broadcasts for this because what's happened?
Card subject to change has turned up at United.
We thought we knew what we were talking about.
Yeah.
So we're interrupting
And
what we
yeah,
were
but
saying
really
previously.
know
We
what
never
we're
knew what we
talking
were talking
about.
But we're interrupting what we were talking about previously because things have changed. So I've sped down here and we're at Dan's house.
Yep.
And Dan won't open the door
Hi, Dan.
because Dan is too upset.
Yeah, he mumbled something through the letterbox.
Yeah.
Slightly incoherent.
Yeah, sobbing.
Is probably having a can or two to get through the evening.
Yeah. Oh, not just the evening. There are weeks to go. Are we talking about Shane Hook versus Arthur Scorrow that was announced? No.
No.
Very exciting as it is. Shane Hook, tag team partner of Leon Cage.
Like Captain Hook.
Like Captain Hook. Like Captain Hook.
Like Captain Hook.
Maybe that's what the captain wants a little bit of. He's after
Maybe
the...
he thinks that's it. Scorrow might not be a real captain. Hi, Arthur Scorrow.
Might not be a real captain.
No, not Arthur Scorrow might not be a real captain. We know he is.
But this isn't actually Captain Hook.
He's captain, our captain.
Yes.
But I don't believe that oh God, what's his name?
Shane Hook.
Shane Hook. I was like, Ethan? Is it Ethan? It's not Ethan, it's Shane. Shane Hook, who is tag team partner
Yep.
to
Leon
Mr.
Cage.
Leon Cage. So see, I do know something.
Yeah. I mean, he's just as impressive. We've seen we've not seen him in the flesh, but everything we've seen of him on social media and beyond makes it like this will be a spectacular match. But that is just secondary to what the big announcement was.
Yeah.
That
Scotty Rourke is now general manager of United, and that all good things are going to come.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
Why is Dan so upset then?
I don't know.
It's a weird one, isn't it?
I know, but if I manifest it, it'll happen.
Does Dan love Mike that much that he's upset that Scotty Rourke's taken over?
I'm not sure that Dan's really a fan of Mike at all right now.
See, I was right about Simon Quest, and I was right about Mike. Mike has allowed something to happen, which has been very upsetting for Dan and also for us as well.
But has Mike let it happen?
Mike made the rules.
But Artemis chose her opponent. So is it Mike's fault?
Yes.
Or is it Artemis?
Well, basically, we have a situation where a mum and dad are fighting.
Yep. Yeah.
So the people that we are fully behind.
Both of them for always.
So let's say the Wrestling Outsider rest of the year 2024 and the person that pushed him the closest, or Scotty Rourke, are facing each other. The future-proof champion, is it a cash-in?
It doesn't say that though, does it?
We don't know yet, but all we do know is that our champion, Artemis, will be facing her tag team partner from the Odyssey, Chris Aries, for the big belt at United.
Do you know, like, what is it when the apocalypse?
Yeah.
The apocalypse is upon us.
So it's the end of days.
Yeah, I think so.
And that was last year. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's like something we didn't ever think would happen.
Yeah.
But was always a possibility, has now become a real thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Just let that sink in for a bit. Can they still be friends?
I hope so. Maybe. Depends who wins, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And, you know, like a nice outcome would be Artemis keeps her belt, Chris keeps his belt, and then, you know, we figure something else out. But I don't think that's going to happen.
No. A nice thing would be if they face up to each other and then they drop the white trousered weasel out of the ceiling.
Yeah.
And they both pummel him
into the mat,
and then they both
and then
get.
Scotty Rourke comes out and like goes, "Fuck you!" And yeah, that's really awesome when he does that.
Oh, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
There you go.
Solved it for you, Mike.
Sorted. Anyway, we're going to go and see if if we can actually get into Dan's house.
I might just poke some like sweets through the letterbox or something and see if that sorts him out.
Yeah. Dan.
Those farty biscuits he likes. Poor Dan.
Well, I guess we best get back to normal programming and the rest of Waffling, and you'll see in a couple of weeks who was right. It's the Scotty Rourke thing.
It is.
It will
totally
be.
is, yeah. I'm betting on it, honestly. Totally got this, Mike. I should be the new GM, really.
Definitely. See you soon.
This is the most likely prediction.
Yeah.
Scarrow comes out his underpants going, I'll tell you what I don't need.
Trousers.
My ring attire on
Yeah.
this occasion. It's only going to slow me down.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not going to...
And then he's got to call him a dick because he's bad skin.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, if he hasn't got his trousers on, there's always a potential someone could hang off a body.
Exactly. And I won't be there to see it. That's
Well,
it.
that's the
Maybe
wrong
he'll
one.
start doing the wafty thing that Tommy Kyle
Let's
does.
hope he's wearing his trousers then,
Yeah.
otherwise that could be something. But there you go. So that's it. We've got 6 matches to come.
Yeah.
6 announced matches, one of which is still an open challenge. So we don't know who's going to fill that particular part of the roster. But it's
Josh Folds. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, Christ. As long as it's not Harry Sefton.
Oh no.
Because if Josh Folds turns up,
Sefton was with there.
as he goes, they'll go digging. Oh, look who it is! Look who it is! He's come back. Not another comeback Dalmatians reality TV. You enjoying your chips? I'll tell you another.
It's not from Yorkshire.
You recognise the accent?
Yeah.
Ah.
Because it's the only one I can do.
Well, then.
No. It's borderline racist, to be fair.
That's racist. Anyhow, we should do a fuck it up, Pete, and head into the final bit.
Go on, Pete. Fuck it up, lad.
This one's got like white bits.
Do you know what the collective noun for raccoons is? A gaze of raccoons.
Aww.
Is that in the flower pot? I'm not concerned. As long as it's not Arnold, I don't care. Right, so heading back to United for
Yes.
the first time this year. Really looking forward to it. 2 of us are anyway.
Yes, I am possibly busy lifting some heavy stuff.
Yes. But we'll do some heavy lifting on the reporting side of things as well. It's going to be a tough job. But we'll step up, but not over the edge.
No.
Don't step over the edge, no. Not unless you can nick a jacket on the way over.
There's always a chance if I try and grab that jacket, I might hang onto a body part inappropriately.
Yeah.
We will see you at the Tap Social. We hope to see all of you and all of us there.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to 2025. It is stacked to be an absolutely fantastic year for United. With everything that could happen, Scotty Rourke could win all the belts. Nina could finally get some justice. There could be a weasel in a cage above the ring at some point.
Lana okay.
There might be some Lana Oki.
Christ's sake.
Sapphire Reed needs to come back.
There you go. The requests are out there. The Killers need to reform with a better roster than the one they currently have.
Yep.
Boo you, Tommy Kyle. I've stuck that in my wrestling outside.
And if we're manifesting, Alexis Parker's not injured anymore.
Yeah.
Alex Windsor, please.
Well, let's just get all the ladies in.
Yep.
Rain, you're not busy, are you? Come on down.
Oh, when I saw her age, she was so
Oh, we could give her a lift.
Oh, God.
She's so tiny now, though, but she's powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely like her.
And one big request. No request. Don't let that guy back in the building.
Oh, I miss him.
Good. Bye!
You're going to need a massive wig in it.
I'll take it. Shit. We're done. Oh, what's this?
What?
Oh,
If you hadn't noticed, I can't remember
Anything.
anything about wrestling. Just fucking stupid.
What was I looking up?
If Dale Winton is dead.
No, we've already covered that.